So Newcastle make it a solid 4 points from the first 2 games back after Project Restart with a 1-1 draw against Aston Villa at St James's Park. Let's get into it. After Sunday's heroics beating Sheffield United comfortably 3-0 at the weekend, it's fair to say expectations going into the game against second bottom Aston Villa were pretty high. They were lucky to get a point against Sheffield United, they lost to Chelsea, so I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for Newcastle. However, the end result tonight was of course 1-1 in the end. And if I'm being brutally honest, you could argue we were lucky to even get a point. If we'd won the game, then I think Villa could have felt hard done to. Not that I'd have cared about that, of course. I'd have sooner have taken 3 points than just taken 1. Before we go any further, if you like the content on this channel, please consider subscribing and hit the like button too. Anyway, Villa definitely started off better than we did tonight. It's been a common trait of Newcastle United this season that we start slowly, and today was no different. However, although Villa didn't create too much, they did have a couple of really good chances in the first half hour or so that could have seen us fall behind. Thankfully, that didn't happen, and we did finish the second half as the better team and finally registered a shot on goal before half-time too, so we were just starting to get ourselves into it. Almiron worked hard as usual, but had a very quiet first half, as did Saint-Maximin, who definitely didn't play his best half of football. Joe Linton not really getting any service, also worked hard but didn't really leave an impression in the first half or, to be honest, in the second half either. Shooting downhill towards the Gallagher in the second half, we did continue to improve, and for about half an hour or so we were the better team by quite a distance, although to be honest, we didn't really create that many clear-cut chances either. Eventually, after tiredness kicked in, Steve Bruce made a double substitution, which proved to be inspired. Andy Carroll replacing Joe Linton, and then 3 minutes after that, Dwight Gale came on for the injured-looking Matt Ritchie. We'll kind of have to wait and see if he is going to be fit for the weekend. And just 1 minute after Gale came on, the two substitutes combined. Carroll doing a great job winning the ball near the sideline and then playing a lovely pass through to Gale, who scored with a really good finish into the Gallagher end. After that, I think a bit of fatigue set in. After all, this was the same starting 11 who played against Sheffield United on Sunday, and it is a tall ask for these players to play 2 games so quickly after having a 3-month break. Match fitness levels do take a bit of time to build up. So Villa got a bit of wind in their sails after our goal and started pressuring us. Again, not creating that many clear-cut chances, a few half chances here and there, and even their goal was a weak effort, to be honest with you. Shelvey on the post at a corner, confusing Dubravka, who let a soft header through him. In my opinion, Dubravka should have taken command of the situation and grabbed the ball, but he didn't. It went in, it was a soft goal, and it was 1-1. And that was pretty much that, really. Villa did press in the final few minutes, and to be honest, full-time was kind of welcome in the end. We were not hanging on, I would say, but Villa definitely were the better team for the last sort of 10 minutes or so, and we didn't really have any creativity or invention left in us. So what does that mean for Newcastle then? Well, if you'd asked me before Project Restart if I'd take 4 points from the first 2 games against Sheffield United and Aston Villa, I would have absolutely bitten your hand off. 4 points makes it as sure as can be that we'll not be relegated this season, and you have to give the players and Bruce credit for getting those points. This doesn't mean I think Steve Bruce is the right man for the job going forward, but we do have to be grateful for what we have achieved, points-wise, and in my opinion, he's kept the team spirit alive, and that's helped us. I mean, we've definitely seen managers come into squads that have had good team spirit, and that team spirit has disappeared. Thankfully, Bruce came into a squad that had good team spirit and he's managed to keep it going. So we should be grateful for that, because I believe that's kind of the reason why we've got as many points as we have, because the players are still together. However, I guess the biggest disappointment tonight is losing a 1-goal lead to a team like Villa. Anytime you play a team in the bottom 3 and you go a goal up, you really should be able to hang on to that and win the game. We didn't, obviously, and that is a frustration. But on the balance of it all, I think Villa probably did deserve their point that they got. And I think perhaps with a bit of hindsight, Bruce should have changed the team a little bit. I do understand why he didn't, though. You know, the old adage of not changing a winning team. And I kind of predicted that before the game happened, and it came true. But maybe with the number of games we have, we kind of got to be careful and be a bit more clever with the squad and the players. So anyway, we move on in a good position, and this weekend we can put our attentions completely on the FA Cup quarter-final against Manchester City at St James's Park. I'm going to be previewing that game during my live show this Friday at 9 PM, so join me for that if you can. And don't forget, during that show, I'll be announcing the prize and how you can enter my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Overall though, I'm happy with the points we have, and hope we can win a couple more games before the season's over. I think we're going to be fine. It'd be lovely to push on, try and get a top 10 finish. I don't know if we can do that. And really throw ourselves at Man City at the weekend. You know, wouldn't it be great if we could get a shock result against them? You can always dream. I don't think it'll happen, but you just never know with football. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. And I'll see you next time for another video.